Hello everyone and welcome to today's tutorial on managing Google Kubernetes Engine GKE with Terraform. In this video, we will explore how Terraform can streamline the deployment and management of GKE clusters. Let's dive into it. I'm going to start with Git repo. This is the Git repo. I had it for the last demo. I'm going to leverage this. In this one, I do the IAC Terraform. These are the basic Terraform files for the deployment of the cluster and management. I'm going to walk you through these files. So for this, prerequisites are, I hope you have a Google Cloud account and Terraform install on your local machine with basic knowledge on Kubernetes and Terraform. Into my local machine, I'm going to open the Visual Code here. The files what we have is backend.tf. This is the remote state of the Terraform. You will change it according to your needs. And then we have a main.tf. This has different modules. Module Google Auth. This module provisions authentication resources for a Google Kubernetes Engine cluster. And it sources from this path. Version we have is a 224.10. This resource generates a local Kubernetes configuration file, kubeconfig, from the GKE auth module GCP network. This module provisions a GCP network with specified subnets and secondary IP ranges. It uses the source Terraform Google modules network Google, and the version we are using here is a 6.0.0. We will check again what are the latest version, and you can modify these IP address ranges to your need. Data Google client config default. This data source retrieves the default Google Cloud client configuration, including the access token. Provider Kubernetes. This specifies the Kubernetes provider to interact with the GKE cluster. It uses the endpoint CS certificate from module GKE and access token from the Google client config. Next, GKE module. This module provisions a private GKE cluster with the specified configurations. Again, the source path is this, and that version we are using here is a 224.10. I'll walk you through on that and different variables here. Now I'll take you to Terraform registry. So this is the registry terraform.io, which is managed by the Google Cloud provider. So this is where we got it. So we were using 24.10. So now is the latest is the 30.00. So we'll update this. I'll take you to the source code of this. Is Terraform Google Kubernetes Engine in these modules. So we are using auth module and also private cluster. So the main important is the private cluster. Let's get into here. Main.tf variables and so on, which we did go through already. The usage example he has given here. So pretty much I'm using the same thing. One thing I want to change here is Kubernetes version. I want to pin that Kubernetes version. So let me see the variable here. Yeah, Kubernetes version. So I want to pin a version. So for this, I go back to Terraform files again. You want a specified version, which is not mentioned here. And so first I go to variables, declare that. I just copy this block for version. And that default version what I want to. For this again, I go back, GKE, Google Cloud Console, the release notes here. I want to, let's say that I want to go to the most stable one. Not a default one. I want to go to 1.28.3. If so, you can version here and then go back. Okay, so then you need to update the same thing here in the main.tf. Get the value from variables, which is the var dot. Yes. Okay. And I want to update to the latest version, right? So with 24.10, so the modules are old here. I want to, okay, so there is a module is 30.00. Yeah, v30.00. Update the versions, the modules. 30, the GKE module. I think auth also want to change it to the latest. GCP network. Let me check the GCP network. What is the current version? This is a Google Terraform Google network. This is a V900 is the latest here. 60900. Okay. So we changed the versions of the modules and also Kubernetes version. And let's check this provider versions as well. So these are also important. Let's see that what are the supported versions. Jeez, what is? Oh, okay. The version here, the article version is the 590 above this version. Old. Yeah, so I updated main.tf variables versions. I think this very much, I guess. Let me save all these files. All. Now I go to Terraform. For any Terraform to deploy, you need to initialize first. Okay, I'm initializing. Terraform init is the command to initialize it. This basically does three things: initializing the backend, initializing the modules, which is nothing but downloading the modules to locally. It stores in .terraform folder, .terraform modules, and then initializing the provider plugins, which are provider plugins are so we have Ashika, Google provider, Kubernetes provider, and so on. This is going to take a few minutes. I'm going to pause and then resume once this is complete. Yeah, now the Terraform has been successfully initialized. So the next command to run is the Terraform plan. Let me. The plan is 9 to add, 0 changes, 0 destroy. This is important to look into it. So now we can go for Terraform apply. So I'm going with auto approve. So this is going to take a few minutes again. I'm going to pause the video and resume it once this task is completed. Demo cluster 1 prod is created successfully. Let's look into it, the configuration. Kubectl config prod is the local file the kube configuration. So using that, we can access the cluster. kubectl get node with this kube config. Like the yeah, so cluster is built with the 3 nodes. What we wanted with this version v1.28.3. Now we build the GKE cluster with the Terraform. Later, if you want to upgrade a version of this GKE cluster, go back to your variables file, change the version here to the desired, and then again run the Terraform init and plan and apply. All that. So it will going to upgrade to the desired version. I'm not going to do that in this session. Well, that is a topic for another session. As always, thank you for watching. This is Pavan signing off. I will catch you in the next section.